Hello everybody, my name is Sarah Angel and welcome to another recording of me. Well, I thought I would put up a new topic. Topics being discussed somewhat in our trans community. It's about others who are feeling stuck. But I want to go in a bit deeper, and I really think that things like this can help people. Like I said yesterday in my introduction, I thanked people for putting up their videos, and I think that by doing so that we really can help people. Well, today's about being stuck in transition, and that can be a hard and fearful place, and I know I have been there. And there are many factors that come looking with this situation. One of the things that comes to mind is the fear about family or friends. You must understand that everybody has their own life, and I understand that how are my friends and family and all those people going to react to me? But you must understand one thing. In the end of the day, those people, they do what they want to do. They do what they want to do in their lives. And when they're old and they pass away, at least they have lived their lives. At least they've done some of the things they liked during that time. And friends and colleagues and maybe even some family, some people get kids and move away, and in life, it just kind of drifts apart in the end. And there you will be with your life. You'll be like 80 or something, and you'll look back at the road you've taken, and what will you see? You will see regret. You will feel regret, and it will break you, it will burn you, it will hurt you if you didn't make that choice. You should live your life, and not others. Let them live yours. Because you have one life, and this life is precious. Now, moving on to another point. Some people say, yeah, but effective hormones, we know a lot about them, but some other effects we don't know about the, how it can prolong life or shorten lifespan or something like that. Apologies. Taking a quick drink sip. But in all seriousness, when you are transgender or transsexual, you know that the person, the shell on the outside, is not the person who you are on the inside. And you can say, well, I'm not sure, about my life, if I would live less or not. This shell is like a prison, and if you live that way, it's like you're locking yourself up for 80 years in a closet and then you're gonna die. Is that something you want? That isn't even a life worth living. What makes life worth living is what you do in it. It's about the journey, not the end destination. Choosing death. It is sad, but many people in our situation, they don't make it, and they choose to end it. This is sad, but I'm not gonna be all pity with this situation. Of course, my regards and respects to those who have lost loved ones, but I'm gonna be a bit harsh here, because I feel that being harsh is needed in this situation. You have all eternity to be dead. For all eternity, until the end of time, till the sun envelops the earth. You can be dead. But this little bit of time that is so small is called life. And that's a precious time. You know, of course there are people who believe and have their spiritual experiences. But no matter what belief, religion, or spiritual experience you may have, there is one thing we can say for a fact. And that fact is, we only have one life at this moment, exactly how we are now. So you have only one life as the person and everything that makes you this person, from the inside, the outside, everything. You only have this once. And that's why it's so precious. And that's why this time is precious. And that is why you should do something with that time. And that is why you should choose for yourself. Because you are worth it. And choosing death, I'm sorry to say, is the easy way out. You ain't gonna get anything extra with it. That's just the point. You're gonna get nothing extra with it. It's gonna do nothing for you. All you can do, you could achieve anything if you really wanted to, right now. Well, realistically speaking, of course. Maybe I should say something about my experiences in my life. Well, I've been stuck too. I have been stuck in the first half year of my transition. When I first signed up in Holland for the gender team, for half a year I was feeling horrible. I was in kind of a feeling like I have to wait for green light before I can do anything, or and just felt self-pity and really disgusted. And that disgust kept growing, and one day I was just sick of all of it. So I decided that's not the way I want to do it. I'm not going to wait 1.5 years and sit here like this. I'm not going to waste my time and my life with this kind of bullcrap. No, I'm going to do something about it. I felt an energy inside me, and I made that energy my strength. And I said, I'm going to do everything I can before I get green light. Everything I possibly can. Well, I had some money to spend on some laser treatments. Didn't get all the laser treatments, of course, that I needed, but at least some. I learned to really work well with makeup, and that really helped in me passing. And I bought just clothes for my new gender, and I love them. I put them on, and I just went for it. And in the beginning, of course, I had so much crap, and people looking, and people calling, and whatever. But a few months, a few laser treatments further, I could pass with not too many problems. Now I understand that there are people who are less fortunate than I am with their physical presentation. But I also had bad treatment and rough treatment. I had guys who came up to me and burped in my face. I had people who spit on the floor, called me names or whatever. But you must remember one thing. Those people, they don't understand what you're going through. And they are just a bunch of sad individuals. When they go home, they're not thinking about you anymore. They made their sick joke and that's that, and you're sitting there with the pain of what that person did. You need to let that slide. You need to not let that dominate you. So I just went on, and I say, every step I took, I only grew stronger. I looked at the styles I liked, in dressing, in clothing, in how I do my things. What is my style? What is my thing? What do I like about this? And when you start creating, letting yourself go, and letting the person within yourself to finally start creating things for yourself, that is when you're gonna get strong. And with every step you walk, you will get stronger. I promise you that. It is not easy, those few first steps. But you have to do this, because only you can do it, only you can change it. I also had a very, very deep voice, and I did, so I did voice training, and I did, I wanted to change my handwriting. I looked up at sites for female handwriting and stuff like that, and I just chose what things I liked, and I started. Of course it was hard in the beginning, or hard, it was difficult. But once you get going, you will get there. But you have to do it yourself. You have to make your own resolve. You have to gather all your emotions, and you need to do it. Because like I said, no one else is going to do this for you. And everyone has their own life. You have the right to yours, and no one has the right to live your life. You need to fight for it. You need to fight to be able to be you. Because you're worth it. I would like to close this off with 2 remarks I put on my coming out letter that I sent to my family. I found it a good way to get it out. The first one is from, pardon me, I'm not very good in French, from Simone Lucie Einstein Maria Bertrand Beauvoir. I don't know how to say that. But she had a very, very good remark. She said, "One is not born a woman, but one becomes one." That's something that gave me a lot of strength. And I'm gonna leave you with one of my own. But in everyone's life, there's something you must do, and you must be, and that is yourself. Because if you cannot be yourself, then you have truly never lived. I will tell you one thing. One horror that put everything for me aside. And that was that I did not want to die the gender I was given at birth. Thinking me in a coffin, being that, horrified me. It doesn't matter what the consequences were for me. At least I'll die a woman. At least you will die the person that you are. That's the only thing you can ask, and the only thing you can do. That you go do it. Because you can. I promise you, you can. You just need to put effort into it. Thank you for your time. I hope this was helpful.